Have you ever looked at a Spanish colonial home and a Mediterranean villa and wondered why they can appear so similar, yet create completely different impressions? At first glance, both styles seem to share many of the same ingredients: stucco walls, clay tile roofs, graceful arches, natural materials, and beautiful connections between indoor and outdoor spaces. But when you look more carefully, the differences begin to emerge in the way each home is shaped, how rooms relate to the outdoors, how windows frame light and views, and how materials are used to create atmosphere. Welcome to AZ Home Decor, where we explore timeless architecture, thoughtful interiors, and the design principles that make beautiful homes feel truly special. In this video, we are going beyond simply comparing appearances to understand why Spanish colonial homes often feel more intimate and sheltered, while Mediterranean homes can feel more open and expansive. We will explore their proportions, exterior colors, roofs, courtyards, terraces, windows, doors, interior materials, and decorative details, and see how these choices influence the way each home feels. If you enjoy learning about architecture and discovering inspiration for your own home, be sure to like this video, subscribe to AZ Home Decor, and leave a comment as we discover which of these two timeless styles speaks to you most. The overall shape of a home is one of the first places where Spanish colonial and Mediterranean architecture can begin to separate. Spanish colonial homes often have a low-slung, grounded appearance, with relatively simple massing, enclosed courtyards, and an emphasis on inward-facing spaces that can feel intimate and protected. Mediterranean homes can have a more expansive villa-like composition, sometimes featuring 2 stories, formal wings, balconies, terraces, and stronger visual symmetry. This difference in massing affects the first impression, with Spanish colonial architecture often feeling quiet, sheltered, and deeply connected to its central courtyard. While Mediterranean architecture can feel more open, formal, and oriented toward surrounding landscapes or views. Although there are many regional variations and exceptions, understanding this basic difference in shape helps explain why two homes using similar materials can still have very different architectural personalities. Color is another useful way to distinguish the two styles, particularly when looking at the exterior walls and their relationship with the roof. Spanish colonial homes are often associated with crisp white, ivory, or pale stucco that creates a strong contrast against red clay roof tiles, dark wood, and green landscaping. Mediterranean homes generally embrace a broader range of earthy colors, including cream, sand, beige, ochre, muted yellow, and terracotta-inspired tones that can visually blend with gardens, stone, and surrounding landscapes. These palettes influence the atmosphere of each home, with the cleaner contrast of Spanish colonial design often creating a more graphic and distinctive appearance, while Mediterranean colors can produce a softer, more grounded sense of continuity. The important lesson is that color is not simply decoration here. It helps establish the architectural identity and emotional character of the entire residence. Roofing and architectural details provide another fascinating point of comparison, because both styles frequently use clay tiles while interpreting them differently. Spanish colonial homes are strongly associated with traditional red barrel tiles, thick stucco walls, rounded arches, exposed wood beams, carved timber, and wrought iron details that can reflect the influence of Spanish and Moorish design traditions. Mediterranean homes may also use clay tiles, but their architectural vocabulary can include a wider variety of roof colors and classical features, such as columns, formal arcades, balconies, and more symmetrical compositions. Spanish colonial detailing often feels handcrafted and rustic, with ornament appearing in tilework, ironwork, wood, and small architectural accents rather than through elaborate classical facades. Mediterranean architecture can feel more formal and layered, combining arches and tile with columns, terraces, stonework, and other details inspired by different regions along the Mediterranean coast. Perhaps one of the most meaningful differences between these styles is how they approach outdoor living. Spanish colonial homes often organize daily life around private courtyards or enclosed patios, creating a protected outdoor room where gardens, fountains, shade, and architectural walls become part of the home's interior experience. Mediterranean homes frequently place greater emphasis on terraces, balconies, loggias, and expansive gardens that open outward toward surrounding landscapes, coastal views, or distant scenery. In a Spanish colonial home, the courtyard can feel like the heart of the residence, drawing rooms inward and creating privacy, while a Mediterranean home often encourages the eye and the body to move outward toward the horizon. Both approaches create beautiful indoor-outdoor relationships, but one tends to emphasize enclosure and intimacy, while the other celebrates openness, views, and a broader connection with the landscape. Windows and doors also contribute significantly to the different atmosphere created by these architectural traditions. Spanish colonial homes traditionally use smaller or deeply recessed windows, substantial wooden doors, shutters, and wrought iron grills, creating openings that feel protected while helping control sunlight, heat, privacy, and airflow. Mediterranean homes often feature larger windows, French doors, expansive arched openings, balconies, and sometimes broad areas of glass designed to bring in more light and emphasize views toward gardens or terraces. This difference changes the experience of the interior, because Spanish colonial openings can create a quieter, more intimate relationship with the outside, while Mediterranean openings tend to make the landscape feel like an extension of the living room. Modern homes can certainly blend these approaches, but the traditional distinction remains useful when understanding why one style often feels sheltered and inward-looking, while the other feels open and outward-facing. Once you step inside, the differences become even more nuanced because both styles rely heavily on natural materials, yet they use them to create different visual experiences. Spanish colonial interiors often emphasize handcrafted terracotta tile, dark wood beams, carved timber, wrought iron, colorful ceramic accents, textured plaster, and substantial furniture that gives rooms a sense of history and craftsmanship. Mediterranean interiors can also use terracotta, stone, wood, plaster, and tile, but the overall treatment may feel lighter and more restrained, with greater emphasis on open layouts, natural textures, simple furnishings, and connections to outdoor terraces. Spanish colonial interiors often celebrate the handmade quality of individual details, while Mediterranean design can allow the architecture, landscape, and natural materials to create much of the visual interest. Neither approach is necessarily more elegant. They simply use similar ingredients to create different interpretations of comfort, character, and sophistication. Materials such as tile, wood, and iron are especially helpful when comparing the character of these two styles, because small details can reveal a great deal about the design philosophy. Spanish colonial homes often feature expressive hand-painted tiles, patterned ceramic accents, dark hand-hewn beams, carved wooden doors, and substantial wrought iron fixtures that add craftsmanship and visual richness. Mediterranean homes may use tile and wood as well, but these materials are often paired with stone, smoother plaster, classical columns, lighter wood finishes, and simpler decorative treatments. A Spanish colonial room might use a patterned tile stair riser or ornate iron lantern as a focal point, while a Mediterranean space may allow stone flooring, plaster walls, and architectural proportions to take center stage. By looking closely at these material choices, we can see that timeless design is often created not by adding more decoration, but by choosing materials that reinforce the identity of the architecture. When all of these architectural and interior choices come together, the most noticeable difference may be the atmosphere each style creates. Spanish colonial homes often feel intimate, sheltered, grounded, and layered, with courtyards, substantial walls, smaller openings, earthy materials, dark wood, and handcrafted details creating a sense of privacy and permanence. Mediterranean homes tend to feel more expansive and relaxed, using larger openings, terraces, balconies, lighter exterior tones, broader views, and open living spaces to create a sense of connection with the surrounding landscape. This does not mean every Spanish colonial home feels enclosed or every Mediterranean home feels expansive, but these tendencies help explain the emotional distinction between the two. Ultimately, Spanish colonial design often invites you inward toward a protected center, while Mediterranean design frequently encourages you outward toward light, gardens, terraces, and distant views. Spanish colonial and Mediterranean homes share many beautiful ingredients, but their differences become clear when we look at how those ingredients are organized and experienced. Spanish colonial architecture tends to emphasize inward-facing courtyards, crisp stucco, red clay tiles, substantial wood, handcrafted tile, wrought iron, and intimate spaces, while Mediterranean design often emphasizes terraces, expansive openings, earthy colors, classical details, and stronger connections to surrounding views. Both styles demonstrate how architecture can create a sense of comfort, character, and timeless beauty without depending on constantly changing trends. The real question is not which style is better, but which atmosphere feels more like home to you. Do you prefer the intimate character of Spanish colonial design or the open, relaxed feeling of Mediterranean architecture? Tell us which one you like in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to AZ Home Decor for more timeless architecture and interior design inspiration.